Dear friends, once again I welcome you all to the module 4 of the value added course on data analysis using Python. In the last demonstrative lecture, we have seen how to create a class. After creating the class, how we can define two objects and call the methods we have defined in the class. We use Jupyter Notebook software for our demonstration purpose. In today's class, we are going to see how to create an object. When we create an object, what is happening? Once we delete an object, what is happening? These two things we are going to see in today's. In the last demonstrative lecture, we have defined a class customer. In today's demonstrative lecture, we are going to define another class. That class name is student. That class name is student. It has three members: register number, student name, and course. And it has some member functions like init and display stud. So what we are going to do? We are going to create an object for this class. Let it be CU1. Let it be CU1. When I create an object, I am initializing values for my members like register number, student name, and course. Okay, this all we have seen in the last lecture also. So what is happening? When I assign some values to these members, the init method will be called. That init member will initialize my member functions, members values. So once this initialization is happened, the CU1 object will be moved to memory. The CU1 object will be moved to memory. So it will be in the memory for a certain period of time. Suppose you don't want this object in the memory, you can delete that object from the memory. That we call it as destroying object. Here you can see, suppose I use a method del to delete this object, this will destroy my object completely from the memory. We will see the demonstration. So see here, I am using again the Jupyter Notebook. So I have defined a class student. I have initialized the members using the init function. So I have initialized self.register number equal to register number, self.name equal to name, self.course equal to course. Remember that in the last lecture itself I said whatever methods you have in the class, the first argument should be self. The first argument should be self. So in the second method, I use display stud. So that also have a parameter self that will display my register number, name, and course members. And I use a del method. To delete this object. I use the del method to delete this object. So how I am doing? I am creating an object for the student class as we did last time. So the object name here I have st1 and I call the class name student and pass three parameters for the function. 10 is my register number. You can also change it to something. I can change like our register number 21 PCA 101. And this is the student name Sam and he is taking the course BCom. Whether these values are initialized or not, we have to call the method display stud to display the values. So I am using this st1 display. For time being, I am remove these two statements. I want to show whether the object is created or not. Okay. So for that, first I have to run this segment. This segment will create the class. You see here, now the number is 10. When I run again, this number will be changed. See here, I am running. So here, you go there and the top, you can see the number is changed to some other number. So again, it is changed, it's run. Now I want to create this object. So I'm running this statement. So I run. You can see here that values are printed. The register number 21 PCA 101, student name is Sam and the course is BCom. So you understand from this point, this object st1 has been moved to memory. Suppose I don't want this object from the memory. So I want to delete this object. So I can issue a command del st1. I am issuing a command del st1. After issuing this command, I want to show you whether this del is working. How this del is happening? You go just above and see there is a function called __del where I get the class name. The class name is nothing but which we have written in the top, student. So I am getting that class name using this class name equal to self.class.name, and I am printing the class name is destroyed. So this is already we have created. So I am just calling that method del and st1. Now whether this print statement is coming, that's what we are going to check. So I am going to run this, run. Now you can see the student is destroyed. Now you can see the student is destroyed. That message is coming. Okay, good. Now if I access that object again, I am accessing that object again, st1 dot display stud. Now it should not display the result. It should give some error to me. See whether the error is coming or not. Again I am running, run. See here, the error is coming. What it's saying? Name st1 is not defined. Name st1 is not defined. I cannot able to access the object from the memory. So dear friends, in today's lecture, we have seen how to create an object. Once the object is created, it goes into the memory. So it will be reside in the memory for certain period of time. Suppose if you want to delete that object from the memory, we can use del method to delete the object in Python. Thank you friends. Happy learning.